Good afternoon and good evening to everyone. This man welcome you back to CatersGraphix. Today we're going to learn a couple new tools in Adobe Illustrator. So these tools are very relevant to fasten up your job. So we're going to start with the zoom tool. So that's, look at that bottom top. It could be anywhere in your menu panel. It doesn't matter, you can still move that around by clicking this button and rearranging them from here. Okay, so I'll be getting to that later, teaching you how to do that rearrangement or bring up new tools here or remove the ones you don't use frequently. So with that being understood, we're going to use the zoom tool. So this is how to use the zoom tool. If you drag down, it doesn't give you much response. Okay, it doesn't give you much response if you drag down. This is how you use the move tool. The move tool, you drag from the left to the right side, okay, of any side of the vector. So let me say I want to concentrate on the eyes. I drag from this side to the right. See what happens? Okay, now look at what happens if you drag down. If you drag down, you see the response you get. It is trying to understand if you are actually dragging this way, sideways down or sideways up. Okay, so the right way to use the move tool is to get close to the icon you want to modify, then you drag front right. Okay, now if you want to zoom back again, you use the same tool to drag. Now if you're using the older version of Illustrator, you will practically need to hold your control key to do this, to minus it. So when you zoom in with the plus key, then you use the minus key, control, and it will bring up this minus button, then you can zoom back. Okay, but if you're using the latest version 2020, you don't need to do all those long procedures or protocols. You just have to zoom from the right to the left. So that is it for the zoom tool. The next tool is the hand tool. The hand tool is practically used to move around, not the artboard, to move around the angles of your whole frame. This is the framework and this is the artboard. The difference between the framework and the artboard is this: the artboard is like the earth and the framework is like the universe. This is unlimited. Let me show you what I mean by that. So when you zoom in, this has no infinity. This angle all over here, you can add multiple of artboards here and it doesn't have an ending to its existence. Okay, so I don't know if I have an example here to show you, but let's forget about that. So what you understand is the artboard is like the earth, okay, then the framework, the angles which you are working with, is just like the universe. So this is where you get your ruler tools aligned from and stuff like that. Okay, so this tool, the hand tool, is actually used to move things around. You want to move everything. So if I take, for example, there is another artboard located at this angle. If I'm moving this, it actually moves the two artboards around. Okay, that's the function of, even if there are hundreds of artboards here, moving it simply means I want to reshape the angle which I want this to be. You're not actually moving the artboard, mind you. What you're doing is actually moving this whole universe around. Okay, so the next tool we are going to learn is the artboard tool. So when you click on the artboard tool, you will notice, sorry for that, you notice you see the artboard one. So if there are multiple artboards, it will be by counts like this. Okay, so what artboard is used to do is move around your artboard. You see what's happening now? So this is when you're actually moving around your artboard. If you look at the ruler angles here, they are not moving just like they are moving here. See the ruler, they are moving around because you are moving actually the universe, which is the what? Framework. So the artboard doesn't do that. The artboard simply moves only your artboard and displays it to a particular angle. Okay, so look at the warning it gives us. Any hidden or locked object in the artboard will not be moved. Why? This is because if you get to the layer, the background is locked. Here, let me zoom closely so you can see what I mean. So this is the background. It's locked. Now I unlock. It's locked now. Now I unlock. So when a background is unlocked and you're moving with the artboard, it practically moves around everything without warning you. Okay, there's a background here, and if we lock it, we are going to see the background now. Okay, it's not going to move that background because it's locked with this. Ctrl Z. So when you want to move everything along in that artboard, you have to unlock everything so that everything can move. So another stuff you need to understand about the artboard tool is you can use the artboard tool to duplicate or create a new artboard. So let's take, for instance, we zoom out and you hold your artboard, you hold on the alternate key on your keyboard. So when you want to duplicate artboard, remember, when you're duplicating an artboard, you're not duplicating just the background, you're duplicating everything inside of it. So you hold your Alt key and you drag down or sideways anywhere you want to place it. Okay, so you place. So you see everything inside it becomes a duplicate. So to create a new one, you can go to an empty space and drag until you are satisfied with the size you want. You can create anything you want to create and also duplicate it with holding the Alt key. You can hold Alt key and duplicate. So you can duplicate actually objects inside an artboard, but you can't do that with the artboard duplicate tool. How you can do that is this: you click on the direct selection tool and also hold the Alt key. When you hold Alt key, you drag out. You have duplicated this background. So let's take, for instance, we want to duplicate this tire over here. Hold the Alt key, you duplicate it. So that is the difference between the artboard duplicate and the direct selection tool duplicate. So that's the function or basic function of the artboard. And what next can we learn today? Okay, let's learn how to use the eyedropper tool. So this is it. We are going to draw something here. We're going to draw a circle here. We're going to draw a triangle here. Okay, so these are basic shapes of a vector. These are basic shapes of a vector on it, and we can just change the colors instead of double clicking on these and going through all these rigorous procedures and wasting a lot of time, or even doing these, changing these colors. You can actually pick a color or even a gradient. You can simply pick on this and select the eyedropper tool. When you pick on a particular color, it becomes that over here. Okay, so let's try this with this other one. So when you select the eyedropper tool, I want it to have this gradient over here. You see it? Automatically it becomes that. So the secret why people find eyedropper tool confusing, which was the same problem I had when I started using Adobe Illustrator, was this: people think using eyedropper is you basically clicking on an eyedropper tool and using it on a particular vector shape. No. First, you must have to select the vector shape you want to drop the eye to. Then you use the eyedropper tool to select now. Okay, select now, which means you don't have to select the eyedropper tool before you select the vector. So you first select the vector, then select the eyedropper tool, then you drop your color in it. So that is it for our lectures today. We have come to understand the basic functions of the zoom tool, also the hand tool, also the artboard tool and the eyedropper tool. Remember, these are basics. You can also explore and do more further research on these, so you can find it very more relevant and easy for you to use. Thank you once again. This is Manuel signing off from CatersGraphix. Enjoy.